is my Dune Buggy that I've been working on. When I first got this car, it was a barn find. It was absolutely destroyed. There were no floor pans in it. Body was just absolutely tore up, cut up, chopped up, and I've done a complete frame-up restoration, and I'd like to show you a little bit about the car. The best that I can figure, you have your Maniac style bodies out there, and this is one of them. They have several different brands, EPMIs and different ones like that. What I found this one to be, from a little bit of research, is a 1966 Joe Potty, that's P-O-T-Y, spoiler edition. And the reason I feel that it's one of those is because it actually has the spoiler on the back, and it also has the cowl induction hood simulation on the front. And that was the only body style that I could locate that was like that. There was a plate number in there of 1169. My understanding was this company was in Virginia, I believe, and they only built back in 1966, somewhere around that era. The body or the frame pan itself is a 1972 VW pan, and I had to go through and put all new plates up underneath the pans and all in it. And if you also notice, the body, the pan on it itself is a full-length pan. This pan and body had never been cut down. I actually extended the Dune Buggy to make it into what I'm going to end up making as a two-seater. I'll show you a little bit about the inside. Dash was extremely cut up when I got it. I took and refabbed it, refiberglassed it. That actual chrome piece is the centerpiece that goes in between two twin bob tanks on a Harley. Fabbed it to fit around my gauges. Mounted me a radio system in there. Actually has a little cup holder. Comes out so you can put your drinks and stuff, which is also remote control. I've got a scat shifter I'm going to put in it. Change that out, and with the new rubber boot and console area there. Seats I have Toyota Racing Development seats. A lot of these parts, if you're hunting and looking, go to Craigslist. I found these seats. They're normally $450, $500. I got them for like $125. Guy had bought them for a Celica. Sold the Celica. Had no use for the seats. Ended up getting them there. I used factory seat belts in them. Just cut off the shoulder restraints, and I may eventually put a 5-point harness in it. Just depending. Speaker systems came out of a Jeep. Pretty cool. They got a little dome light in them. Not the greatest of sound, but they sound pretty good. I'll let you hear those. My radio come on here. They sound pretty good. I like your pants around your face. I like the dirt that's on your knees. I like the way you still but they sound pretty good. Used factory gauges. The fuel gauge gave me some issues, so in replace of that, I mounted me a new fuel gauge up there. Used the original steering column so that I could have windshield wipers, turn signals, and the steering wheel is much too small, and we'll change it out, put me a different one in. There, have the windshield wipers in, but no arms right now. We're going to reseal this window before putting those on, give me some extended arms. Gas cap was actually in the middle of the hood. I knew I wanted to do racing stripes. I refabbed that, put new fiberglass in, changed that over, put that over there, and bought me some new headlights for it, 7-inch, which really work well. You'll notice on the fenders, there's no turn signals, no anything. I've got me little bullet LEDs, which really put off well. Not the brightest things, but by code, you got to have some type of signal up front so it's able to be seen. With the 200 feet regulation, works well. Changed out the front hubs, put in disc brakes. I have GM adapters 5 lug. And with those, I was able to put these drag lights on. I got 4-inch on the front, 15, and then for the rears, I think they're 8 with a 295 50 series. I really like the stance of the car. It sits well. It's nice. Could be a little bit taller tire on the rear, but for right now, it's absolutely wonderful. Did the carpet inside. Still working on this at the point, at the process. You can see the trim work I've done inside here. I've got padding coming with the roll bars. The top was a standard Jeep top. Took it to a local upholstery guy. Had him cut it down. We had to cut it down 9 inches and extend it 9 inches. He did a pretty decent job as far as the top was concerned. Nobody'd ever know any difference if I didn't tell him. Of course, trimmed out the back of it here. As I said before, here's the Spore edition. I really like. Just don't see many of those. Tail lights. If you're going LED on the Volkswagen, they have 5 wires that come out. Reverse lights, and of course, one's the ground, then you got to connect the other for your turn signal and drive. And the only ones I found that were workable was these 1937 LEDs that you could tie in. They have enough wiring harnesses to do that. Incorporating LEDs on a VW sends a relay to the flash relay. You have to have something to tell it that the bulb's getting hot to flash. LEDs won't do that. Pick up one of these little flash relays. They're like $20. Tie that in, goes to your signals, lets it know that your signal lights are coming on when they're working, when they're not working. Really worked well. Took me a long time to figure that out. When I first got the car, the motor started. Guy had told me the motor was locked up. Give you a little insight on that. If someone tells you the motor's locked up and you got any play in the VW motor at all, it's probably not locked up, probably just a little seized up at the time. I took the plugs out, put a little Marvel mystery oil in them, waited a day, came back out, the motor was able to turn over. With the old carb, old distributor, I was able to get it started, ran it for a little while. I knew then I was in good shape, so I went ahead, of course, drained all the oil, put all fresh oil in there, cleaned the block out. As far as that was concerned, put a brand new Solex 34 pig jetted carb on there. New distributor cab, 009, EMPI brand, 8mm wires, and NKG plugs. Do not use Autolite plugs. VW hates them for some reason or another. I don't know why they don't work, but they just don't work well. Got a Bostic flamethrower, excuse me. Works very well. Little car starts up. No matter what the conditions of the weather, it seems like it's starting and running very well. I got the most inexpensive pipes I could find at the time until I found out if it was going to run well. I actually like them. They sound pretty good. I am planning on changing those out, putting a little bit nicer pipe in there. Transmission, drivetrain, all that was all original from the first car. This is a 71 motor, 1600 dual port, and body, as I said before, was a 72. Come around here, incorporated me a little air horn, which sounds good, puts off good sound, and we'll start it up. Like I said, it's cold, but still starts up very decent. I love the place that we go. Down a little bit. Now the roll bar I got padding ordered for it. Right now I just got it taped up so that I can typically use it. You know how it is when you're working on a project like this, funding.